Hey everyone, how's it going? Donnie here with another record haul for you. This one is a continuation of it's a huge haul that I got years ago. I think one of my past few videos I talked about some of the records I got within that haul. I made a video like 3 or 4 years with some of the records from this haul. I've explained it before, but basically I was looking for original Bo Diddley albums. I looked on Craigslist and I saw that somebody listed they had a bunch of original Bo Diddley albums. They had like several, and so I responded to the listing and I met up with this woman who led me to the back of this like hardware-ish store, and it was just a garage full of hundreds and hundreds of records. It was absolutely insane. I bought a ton, and then I left, and I came back and I bought more, and then I left, and I was like, oh man, I should have bought these other ones. And I left, I came back, and so I went maybe 4 times, and I bought a lot of records, and I spent a whole lot of money. This is the biggest haul that I have ever got from one place, and the most money I ever spent at one, in a short period at one place. So, a lot of these I went through and listened to. I think pretty much all of these I did. So I think this might be 2 separate trips that I went combined. I have it split a little past halfway with little markers, so I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But I will start going through all of these. So first off, we have a record from 1959, Piano Songbook of Movie Themes by Liberace. But it's autographed by Liberace. Yeah, that is just really, really cool. And then we have Marvin Gaye, In the Groove. Very cool cover there. I'm going to go through these kind of quick because there are a lot of them. Sam Cooke. And we have Ellington Uptown by Duke Ellington. We have Kiss, Dress to Kill. Ella Fitzgerald sings the Rodgers and Hart Songbook. I put these in all new sleeves. I'll take them out and show you the gatefold there. Very cool, nice laminate. And then next up here we have Hello Dolly by Louis Armstrong. And again, so as I explained in other hauls, I spent several $100s total, I believe, but the way it came out is like $2 or $3, I think, per record. I bought that many, which I think is for a lot of these records that I got is a really great deal. There were some that brought up the average. Like there's I bought a copy of Kind of Blue by Miles Davis, and she was saying it was 20. But overall, yeah, like $2 or $3 per record. Lonely Girl by Julie London. Very nice cover there, great shape. What I'd Say, or What Did I Say by Ray Charles. Original U.S. mono copy of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. Don't think it has the original inner or anything like that. Then we have I Feel Like I'm Fixin' to Die by Country Joe and the Fish. Cool album. We have Joe Turner. This is like this rock and roll series. I'm not sure what the actual official name of this album would be if it's just Joe Turner, but I see a lot of these with different artists. Bo Diddley and Chuck Berry, 2 great guitars. 2 very great artists in a not so great album, but very cool, just the premise of it, just that Bo Diddley and Chuck Berry got together. This is a really great album. This is such a cool cover and has really great music on it. This is Basie. I think it's called The Atomic. But really awesome album. Excited about that. Emotions by Brenda Lee. But I like early Brenda Lee, so. Getz Gilberto by Stan Getz, and I don't even know how to pronounce his first name. Joao, not sure. Gilberto. Very highly regarded album. So I was very excited to get this because this was one that I was looking for. I'm much more into jazz now, and at the time that I got this, this was on my list of one that was known to be great, and so I was very excited to find that. I think I got 2 copies of it. Not sure if they're both in this group, but original U.S. stereo copy of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. Oh, this is a cool cover. Instant Party by the Everly Brothers. There's writing on the cover, but still. It has instructions here on how to throw a party, which is very fun. And it opens up like this with the holes in it. Very, very cool cover for that. The Animals, House of the Rising Sun. I believe this might be their first U.S. album. I'm not sure. Love Me, The Animals. And here we have Ella Fitzgerald sings the Cole Porter songbook. Again, very nice laminated cover there. Gatefold. Very nice. And then we have Jolie Is Her Name by Jolie London, which this is a, I think, pretty popular album now. Has Crimea River on it. And then we have a original numbered Beatles White Album, numbered 1452154. But very cool. There's actually a big stack of them here too. I got a bunch. But I have a few records in between. Original U.S. stereo copy of Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And then we have In Action by Little Willie John. Very rare album. Unfortunately, the record is pretty beat up. And it's just, it's so rare that I still wanted to get it, so I picked it up. Very cool. Animalism by the Animals. Miles Davis, Kinda Blue. This is a stereo copy. And let's see the label. Very, very cool. I know I have a few different copies. I think I might have bought multiple copies there. I might have bought a mono copy. I'm pretty sure I showed it in the other video. Yeah. And then here we got a bunch of white albums. So this is original. They're all original US numbered copies. So this one I think does have, yeah. This one does have the poster, and it does have the photos. Actually, it has, it seems like 2 of the original photos, because these are kind of heavier cardstock, and then there's 4 like flimsier photos, which I assume is from a much later pressing. So it's kind of odd. So this one is numbered, I'm not sure if I said already, A1439292. Another one, I think this is, yeah, only has 1 record. A2865259. All right, we have another US one, 1958976. pretty beat up. And then I think, yeah, all these, next one, or maybe some of them are a little bit more beat up, some of them are not. Otherwise, or either way, I have better copies of this that I got in the other section. So these ones that are just rare records that I was like, I can't pass up for a couple bucks. So I still picked up because like the records are still pretty decent. So this is Bo Diddley Is a Lover. Love me some Bo Diddley. Then we have original pressing of Ritchie Valens' first and I believe only album, which has Donna and La Bamba on it. We have another copy, and I believe I got another copy or two in the other haul. I just knew that this was a somewhat expensive album at least, and so I couldn't pass up multiple copies. And this album, again, got some really, really nice copies. This is kind of what led me to going to this haul. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, maybe in my top 10. This is Bo Diddley's self-titled first album. It is a compilation technically, but it's his first album, and it's really great. It has a lot of really, really great songs. Very cool, and I would definitely recommend it. So, got another copy of his first album. And yet another copy. This one's very beat up, at least the cover is. And then we got Bo Diddley's A Twister. And so that's the first half. This middle section I sectioned off as well. There's like a few records I just put in a group, not sure why. But I'll just treat it as first half, second half. So before I go into that second half, again, I just wanted to talk about my album that I released earlier this year. It's available for streaming, and if you just go to my Spotify and listen to a song front to back, it really helps me out. I would really, really appreciate it. But I also have it for sale on vinyl, and it's also on other streaming services as well. I'll include the link down below to purchase it if you want, or to stream. But I was very, very proud of this and put a whole lot of work into it. Got it pressed on some pretty cool green vinyl. So any support is really, really appreciated. And so, to get to second half of this haul, we have Jimmy's Happy, Jimmy's Blue, I think that's the full title, by Jimmy Clanton. I just thought this was like a somewhat rare album, and it looked interesting, so I decided to pick it up. Looks like it comes with some sort of poster here. Yeah, from what I remember, it's a double album, and the one album is all happy songs, and the other album is all more sad songs, which is kind of fun. And here we have a original pressing of, I guess this is just self-titled, in stereo, Little Richard, which I believe is this his second album. Yeah, which is really great. It has Keep It Knockin', Good Golly Miss Molly, Babyface, Hey 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 Hey, Ooh My Soul, Girl Can't Help It, Lucille. Really, really great album. There's the record for it. I separated it. Got to put that in the sleeve. And then we got The Coasters, That Is Rock and Roll. Really great compilation album of a lot of great Coasters songs. I love the Coasters a lot. And then Ray Charles, Hallelujah, I Love Her So. And then we have the incomparable Ray Charles. Flamingo Favorites by the Flamingos. A lot of these early, these 50s albums that are just hard to find, period, but in good shape. It's also hard to find. I'm pretty sure this is one of them that's, harder to come across. Chantilly Lace, starring the Big Bopper, which, you know, the Big Bopper most infamously died along with Buddy Holly and Richie Valens. And this might be his only album as well. And before I bought this, I mean, it's a really cool cover, and, you know, it's cool to find. I only heard Chantilly Lace by him, and, you know, I was like iffy about it. You know, it's like a gimmicky kind of song, but I liked it, you know. And after listening to this whole album, yeah, I'm not a fan, not a fan at all. But still, cool as a collector's item. We have The Crests Sing, some weird compilation album. I think they make a lot of different artists albums like these. The Sensational Donnie Elbert Sings. King is on King. Another cool, pretty rare record, I believe. Flamingo Serenade by the Flamingos. Another copy of Little Richard's second album. This one is probably a later pressing. I mean, I'm not sure. So it's still stereo. I believe the label might be the same, but it's not laminated, which I love laminated records. So, but the cover's in better shape than the other one, so I have to kind of look into it a little bit more. The Dixie Cups, Chapel of Love. Cool record. This is, I'm not sure what country this is from. Maybe Vietnam, I want to say. Not too sure, but a very weird, flimsy Ricky Nelson record there. Del Shannon, Little Town Flirt, has a Runaround Sue on it, and Runaway. Very fun. Have Trumpet Will Excite by Dizzy Gillespie. You have original copy of In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. A mono copy of the Fleetwoods, Mr. Blue, which I think I've talked about this in other videos. This album is amazing. I bought this album because the cover was interesting to me. So that it looked kind of cheesy, kind of fun 50s record, and the lady I think was like, "Oh, I got some Fleetwoods," and I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, I gave it a try, and it blew me away. It's just very the vibe of it is just very calming. Their voices are all very soft and very nice, and it has what's the song called? Come Softly to Me, which is a very popular song, and also Mr. Blue, the title song, is also pretty popular as well, but front to back, I love this album so much. Got a few more here, I think like 5 or 4. Very nice copy in the Shrink of It's a Man's World by James Brown. And I love James Brown album covers. They're just so ridiculous and over the top, and very, very cool. And it's amazing to find this in the shrink wrap. You can cut out the picture on the bottom red line if you want to get your own picture of James Brown there. We have original mono copy of Introducing the Beatles. This is this iteration of the label, which I believe is a slightly more rare, if I'm not mistaken. I have a lot of nice, legitimate copies of this album, and I'm trying to get all the different label variations, because there's a lot of different label variations for like the BJ logo. And then, like that other album at the beginning, this weird compilation album for Clyde McPhatter and the Drifters. same style from Atlantic. And then last but not least, we have this. This is kind of like a memorial album for Eddie Cochran. I feel like Eddie Cochran records are just hard to come by, and so I was very happy to find this. But so, yeah, I appreciate everyone's support for my channel and also for my album. Any support that I receive from you guys, I really, really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts were on this section of this haul. At least, again, a few bucks each record. I think that's a pretty dang good deal. Some of these are pretty rare records. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Any support again for my album is greatly appreciated. I have the links down below. Thank you everyone for watching. See you next video.